We're edging closer to the end of the week. I can't say that with a straight face anymore. It used to be, you could say, getting closer, edging closer. Now, because of, I don't know, like Gen Z, saying the word edging means something completely different. Well, I suppose we are coming to... We're getting close to the climax of the week, aren't we? Cyber Weekend, Royal Hunt 2, Royal Hunt 3 even. What a way to start a video, eh? Also, for those that don't know, Marvel Rivals is but a week away from release. If you haven't seen the other channel, I've just updated some of the cover art and logos, especially as I look to cover news and information, top 10s, and other kind of things associated with the gameplay. I don't just want to do news and information because that's what I do here. But this is all about Marvel Rivals, and yeah, go and check it out in the link in the description. Right, properly starting off the show. That edging thing is just, it's jokes, isn't it? It's jokes. Some people have got and some people have not got the mojo from the giveaway of the free promo code. If you haven't gone and checked your email address, go and do that. I always try and make sure it's the one that I kind of set up my account with, but of course each to their own with how they've done that. There have been some people that have said they have not received their promo code at all, haven't got on my promo, but at the same time, Mojo, there's nothing wrong with Mojo. Mojo's not that bad. Yeah, a few people have said they haven't received it, so yeah, I don't know, try and make sure that you set up stuff correctly, but maybe there's a bit of luck for the next time, which is the Purgatory one, which I'll put a link in the description if you want to sign up now for the Purgatory one, which is delivery to the latter point of December, but your sign up closes on the 6th of December, which is next week. On to a very good point about the Super Daily event. Now, I'm loving the Super Daily event. I am so glad it has indeed come back. But of course, the scope of getting points is very much different from the 7-hour events, the 22-hour events, and the various different types of styles that they are. Like event quest completion, you normally would be like, oh, okay, I can auto fight through something like the event quest, or I could go and do something like Apothecary a little bit and grab some event quest points. I could go and do Arena with 7 stars. I could go and do certain other things that give either a less spend or less spend of gold to return, like level up. Well, people would go and do Relic leveling up in order to gather, say, more levels, less cost, and as well find use for the embers, which, we all like a nice relic here and there. So that's not really been something that's within the Super Daily event. The Super Daily event is very specific in how it functions, and maybe that's just down to like levels of activity. You have to level up a lot of champions in order to get a lot more points, which if you've seen some of the videos that I've worked on with spreadsheets, it gives that in particular impression that you will need to level up to an extensive high degree on, say, 7 stars and 6 stars in order to gather a large amount of points for it to get the 660. So it's definitely worth kind of like a question on that, like what is leveling up relics now to actually get something from it? And that's something that I don't think Kabam are looking to do, but it would be nice to find a purpose for that to get some points from it, or maybe a separate relic event then, or something associated with relics. Either way, they are a bit redundant when it comes to Kabam's priority, and quite rightly so, because there's other things that need to be developed and improved in game that Kabam are indeed working on. But it was interesting to see this thread. I'll put a link to in the description if you want to get involved with it. I just find it a bit weird that it's not at least kind of put in some factor to kind of leveling up. I suppose another question would be ranking up as well. Should ranking up relics be, and also ranking up champions, be something that is a point earner for those kind of things? Like if I just go into game right now, which you can see, I'm upgrading the slots of putting in some embers, bringing them up to 20 on that particular one right there. I'm then going to come back out and go to my Super Daily. Under my Super Daily, I'm still on 403, which I was when I started. So you kind of feel that the 6-star champion portion should be amalgamated with either level up a 6-star champion or relic. We're not getting 7-star relics, but you get the idea with that. It should be like a points earner. Maybe Kabam could look into it and go, well, could we add it in? Could we not? Because you're still leveling up and ranking up your champions and relics. Let's move on to a bit of good news surrounding Maestro. go to the description and go and check out K2's YouTube channel. I'll put a link in the description, of course. And he noticed this. This was by Kabam Crash. I'm not 100% sure where this was exactly from. I don't know if this may be from like a Vega stream, or was it DLL's video stream or something. Don't know where this exactly is from, as they're not really certain of the source, but it was good to see Kabam crashed out and about saying, I was actually planning to make a forum post about this week. I'd recommend not using a gem to awaken Maestro. There will be a source for his dupe. Now, obviously the context that, not quite sure. It is from a live stream. Context surrounding Maestro would be, well, do you want a 200 signature? If you want to awaken and 200 signature, whether you want to do it or not for Maestro, that is going to be an interesting topic, and there may be some sort of event happening soon. Something that we don't know about is what's happening with all these Deathless Champions. We know we're going to go out to do a specific quest with the Deathless Champions in order to get ourselves that Deathless version of Thanos, but what else are we going to get from that particular quest? That might be something we see or tease early on for 2025. Quite possibly. Anyway, it's always very exciting to see new things that are coming in, and as well opportunities for champions to be awakened. Rip to those that might have awakened a 6-star version. But is it too much of an expense as a 6-star nowadays? No. Holding off on that 7-star awakening gem, if spenders are going out to get it, then yes, that's the case. Also, it does that this is from Vega's stream. I'll try and put a link in the description and go back, but it does say there like hello Vega, so it's probably, you know, his. So I'll put a link as well to Vega's live stream. It probably was the last one he did, or maybe the VBC, possibly. Anyway, regardless of that, yep, hold off on awakening your Maestro with that 7-star awakening gem, because it might be a bit of a lost endeavor, and we'll wait until next week for this forum post about it. But that seems like it ties into the next Wednesday live stream that Kabam will probably do something, you know, to announce all the things coming next week, which, as we said, is important because Marvel Rivals global launch date is on the 6th of December. That's why they're bringing it to the 4th, because hey, you know, they don't want to lose people's interest because everyone's going to be playing Marvel Rivals. Turning our attention to the MCOC PC version, of course, that's in beta at the moment. You can request access, and at the moment, we're Australia, New Zealand, and Sweden have been opened up for it. But there's some really decent frequently asked questions which I want to go over and also expand myself. I do want to make the video that I plan to make, but it goes a bit further to kind of test things like, here's one of the things I want to test is arena speed, mobile, free to play, versus the PC free to play, and seeing if there's a difference. I think there is, but I need to test it in order to kind of go, hey, this is good for a video to dissect this, as well as lots of other things as well. You know, speed of accessing battlegrounds, speed in there. But obviously, the main point is the learning curve. It's a learning curve. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to know how to play on keyboard and mouse because it's piss easy, and it's not. Champions playstyle, abilities, rotations, slightly change with that, but not change from a point of view of how you access a better rotation, damage ramp and stuff like that, but it will change from the point of how you quickly access things like button pressing or controller button pressing and things like that. Anyway, frequently asked questions from Kabam. We have every intention to keeping the mobile version of MCC around for years to come. The addition of PC allows us to extend the reach and bring the excitement to experience every day to a new player and audience with a different way to play. I agree with that. This is one of the things that people turn up their noses a lot of the time when you say, well, yeah, fantastic game, well, it's on mobile. As soon as you put on mobile, the credibility seems to go with a lot of people. And I'm not saying that there's a passionate mobile player base, but have you ever noticed it? Big streamers. Oh yeah, got this game. Oh yeah, it's on mobile. It's on PC. Oh, okay, we'll give it a go. It's free. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. Like, you know, these things, like, it changes perceptions. People have these weird perceptions about mobile. But there you go. The other things are how to access the beta. Of course, you've got to do the request. If you haven't seen that, go to Steam page and request access when your country becomes available to play. And we're keeping the beta access limited for now, but we are looking into doing a wider access at one point in the future. Keep an eye out for future announcements. That will be, I think, over the next couple months. I think that will be the point in which it expands a bit more with it. What devices are supported? This is a big question. Feature keyboard and mouse and controller support. From the settings menu, you'll also be able to remap your inputs. I need to do that. I need to do a video on inputs. There's a lot of video ideas I've got, but this is still a beta, so things are subject to change. The recommended specs, which we went over in a previous video, and the minimum specs are not too bad in comparison to a lot of other mobile games, cross-play games, and even some PC games. This is actually pretty good from a standards perspective. Of course, you get a better, a better place with kind of the recommended or higher end. Of course, Steam Deck's a question. Currently, there are no plans to officially support Mac or Steam Deck at this time, and they may extend it. Like, if it gets popular, then they might do it. Will there be a purchase price for PC version? No, PC version will be free to play. Good. Can I play with a current account on PC, or I need a new one? MCC is fully cross-play. That's great. And of course, you need a Kabam ID and password. So you can take, this is why it's good to take this on the go, but also maybe do some more difficult fights at your PC with a controller or keyboard, because you may find the better inputs. You may find the better AI. No, not a better AI. AI is still something that needs to be dealt with. And as I said, 60 frames per second. And now what I'm going to say now is PC version still does not, wash over the fact that we need the AI to be dealt with. And that's still an ongoing thing that we haven't heard much about. We do need to. Will PC players have an advantage of mobile? Our intention is that what platform you play on comes down to player preference. Players shouldn't feel like they have to play a specific platform to be competitive. Players should be able to play on either or both and have consistent experience, and that'll be on Kabam to get that sorted. We're taking steps to make sure the experience is in line with between the mobile and PC as possible, and are monitoring feedback and data to make sure that bears out. It begins looking like that's not the case. We'll take further action. So yeah, hopefully. Here's a fair eco space. This is an important one. Won't cheating be a problem on PC? Game integrity is our top priority on PC. We've started up a number of new technology stacks and anti-cheating strategies like easy anti-cheat and a host of others to clamp down on cheaters. We can't go into too much detail in this time for security reasons, but a number of these will also help improve the mobile side as well. There's stuff seen at the moment. People are being banned more regularly, and there's more things afoot. If you've been out there and you've seen some things, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about some recent bans. Does PC version change Kabam's stance on emulator usage? Here we go. Using emulators will still violate terms of service, and as a result your account will be banned. Please only download and play MCOC through official supported platforms. So don't use emulators, number one, but number two, go and download the PC version. It is effectively that. But I don't know. Now, this is hope for those that wanted to play an emulator. This is the reason that a lot of people that have been, disabled people. We've talked about this before. We've showcased it before. There have been disabled people in the past that haven't been able to access the game, that had to use emulators to play the game because they can't physically play the game. They want to play the game because they like Marvel games and have been restricted for that particular fact. So this at least gives some, good news for those and many other players that want to play in that form. Download the PC version, request it, and play it when it's out. Will the PC version be getting different features and content like mobile? Our intention is that PC is just another platform. Right, okay. At first, I was like, I wanted to see something unique for the PC and something maybe unique for the mobile to encourage people to play one or the other or one most. But to be honest, I was wrong with kind of maybe having that opinion on that one. So we'll have to see how things go. This could be an amazing thing for Kabam, or it could be just a bit of a, pointless endeavor. I'm all behind the PC version. I like its access. I like its the usage of controller, and I think it's a new fun thing to use a keyboard, mouse, controller to do a few things, and maybe do like a challenge, like a new fresh challenge to play on controller, and try out the new player experience, which at the moment isn't particularly great, and it'd be good to review what Kabam are doing and what doing right and what doing wrong. And a bit of a final thing on the subject of those Eidol champions. So Kabam Crash said in response to, will they eventually go to the basic pools like regular Titan champs and we can awaken them, or they will be like Saga champions where you need to spend to awaken them? The post wasn't clear, it wasn't very, other mechanisms are free to play and spending related. They will go into the basic pool on the regular schedule, but they will skip the Titan. There are going to be some purely free-to-play routes to acquisition, but most players will have to spend a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a lot closer to the Battle Pass champions than regular champion release. Right, okay, that gives a bit of clarity on that particular subject. Still looking to see what that Dazzler Battle Pass is going to look like, and will that be dropping at the end of the week, or will that be dropping, I don't know, next week? Still interested to see what Kabam plan for that one. We'll keep our eyes and ears posted. Look out for Royal Hunt Week 3 Chronoversary 2019 videos coming up soon, as well as the Autumn of Agony video as well, whenever that'll drop. Thanks for watching. Check out some other content. See you later. Bye.